When you think of the 2023 New York Knicks, you think of three main things. The first is Jalen Brunson, how he became a superstar out of basically nothing. Next is Julius Randle, how he became a superstar out of a bit of a shell, but not much. And, of course, how they made it to the playoffs, but got bounced in the second round from the 8th seed. And this was all because of Julius Randle. I mean, guys, you really don't see these kinds of legendary chokes often because his numbers went from 25 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, and half a steal on 46-34 shooting to 16 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, less than half a steal per game, along with 4 turnovers, and all of this on 37% shooting from the field and 26 from 3. Guys, honestly, this is kind of a bad look for Julius Randle because he was on All-NBA third team this year. And an All-NBA third team guy does not put up those numbers in the playoffs. And the thing is, he tricked the entire NBA into thinking that he was still a good player. I'm going to be breaking down how he made basically empty regular season stats turn into a max contract and an All-NBA third team appearance. But to start this story, I'm going to take you guys back to 2014, the first year of Julius Randle's career. He played 1 game and had 2 points and 0 of everything else in that game. He was injured for most of the season, but also the Lakers were just a good team back then and didn't need him. Jump to the next season, and he played 81 games, averaging 11 and 10. So, as you can see, he's always been a pretty good player for his career. And his biggest jump came back in the 2020 season, where he averaged 24 and 10 on 45-40 shooting, which is pretty crazy considering that 40% shooting for a power forward is basically unheard of. But now we jump to the modern day, where he's the leading scorer for the Knicks, and he's not their franchise player, that's Jalen Brunson, but he's supposed to be the second option on a championship team. He played 77 games this season, which is really good because it shows that he has consistency, but in the playoffs, he really just stepped it down. Out of 118 players that played in this year's playoffs, he was 113th in true shooting. That means that an All-NBA third team guy is just about the worst shooter in the entire playoffs. But now let's talk about what the Knicks can do to move on from Julius Randle, because this is obviously not going to work. Well, they're probably going to have to trade Julius Randle, but the question is for whom? Because I don't know anyone in the NBA who would actually want to trade for him, except for one team, and that's the Atlanta Hawks. The only problem is they don't have a lot that they can give up. They can give up Clint Capella and a few picks, but whether the Knicks want that or not is a real question, and overall Julius Randle has just been a bad player for the Knicks, and it's just going to be better if they let go of him. In conclusion, Julius Randle is one of the most overrated players in the NBA. I mean, guys, just look at the stats. He dropped 10 points in the playoffs. This shouldn't be coming from a star. And he's a playoff choker probably worse than Joel Embiid, I would say. Which is why the Knicks have to trade him. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.